Good morning, dear students. Let us discuss the second method of preparation of alkenes, that is the dehydration of alcohols. Dehydration of alcohol, in which an alcohol molecule is heated in presence of a suitable acid to form the alkene. Like we have ethyl alcohol and 96% H2SO4 is used at temperature 443 Kelvin. We get ethylene and hydrogen. Now the mechanism of this reaction. The mechanism of this reaction follow even mechanism. Even means it is a unimolecular elimination reaction. So there are 3 steps under this mechanism. All the 3 steps are reversible in nature. In the first step, the water molecule get protonated to form this protonated alcohol. In the second step, which is the slow step, it is also the rate determining step. There is a loss of water molecule from this species to form the carbocation. And the third step is the loss of hydrogen or proton from this carbocation to form the more volatile alkene. Now, the energy required, there is some amount of energy required for the removal of this water molecule from this species, and that comes out from the solvation of carbocation, and the solvation of carbocation will give the dipole between the carbocation and solvent molecule, and that energy released will use to remove this water molecule from this spaces. The next is the evidences in the support of this mechanism. So there are 3 evidences. The first one is the relative ease of dehydration of alcohol. The second one is the orientation, and that calls the regioselectivity. And the third one is the rearrangement. So firstly, we will discuss the relative ease of dehydration of alcohol. Now, if we study the relative ease of dehydration of alcohol, then the order is tertiary alcohol, then secondary alcohol, and then primary alcohol. And in the mechanism of dehydration of alcohol, the second step is the slowest step, in which there is a formation of carbocation. That means greater the stability and the ease of formation of the carbocation in the rate determining step, greater is the tendency of the alcohol to change into the carbocation. That means the order of stability and the ease of formation of carbocation is also the same, that is tertiary carbocation, then secondary carbocation, and then primary carbocation. I mean to say, जो रेट डिटरमाइनिंग स्टेप है डिहाइड्रेशन ऑफ अल्कोहल का, उसमें आपके पास कार्बोकेटाइन बन रहा है, तो जितना ज्यादा स्टेबिलिटी होगी कार्बोकेटाइन की, उतनी इजीली वो बनेगा और उतने ही ज्यादा उस अल्कोहल की टेंडेंसी होगी कि वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाए, कार्बोकेटाइन में, एंड देन फर्दर वो कार्बोकेटाइन किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाए, अल्कीन में. सो दैट मीन्स टर्शरी अल्कोहल्स विल अंडरगो dehydration more easily as compared to secondary, which further undergo dehydration more readily as compared to primary. So this is about the relative ease of dehydration of alcohol, and it will depend upon the stabilities of the carbocations. The next is the orientation of dehydration, and that is regioselectivity. What is regioselectivity? Regioselectivity means a reaction in which there are 2 or more structural isomers are formed, but actually one isomer is the sole product or the predominating product. That is the regioselectivity. Now, many alcohols gives a mixture of isomeric alkenes upon dehydration. For example, we have an example, that is secondary butyl alcohol. This is secondary butyl alcohol. So upon reaction with phosphoric acid or alumina, a water molecule is released and we get 2 products, 1-butene, CH3, CH2, CH, double bond CH2, this is 1-butene or but1ene, and the 2-butene. The quantity produced here is 1-butene is 24.1% and 2-butene is 75.9%. Now, In this case, we get 2-butene, 1-butene and 2-butene. So here comes the terms regioselectivity, that if from a molecule there are 2 isomeric products are formed, then the regioselectivity says the actually it produces the one product as the major product, as the sole product, and this is 2-butene in this case. Now if we form the carbocation of this alcohol, then it will be CH2 CH positive CH3. That means here both the products, they will form through the same carbocation. So there is no role of stability of carbocation, but here the role is the more substitution, that is the more substitutions are present in alkene. ओरिएंटेशन ऑफ डिहाइड्रेशन में हमारे पास कार्बोकेटाइन की स्टेबिलिटी का कोई रोल नहीं है, क्योंकि इस केस में आपके पास सेम ही कार्बोकेटाइन बन रहा है और उस कार्बोकेटाइन के थ्रू आपके पास 1-ब्यूटीन बनेगा और 2-ब्यूटीन बनेगा. दैट मीन्स यहाँ पर हमारे पास कोई रोल नहीं है स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ कार्बोकेटाइन का, बट यहाँ पर जो रोल है दैट इज द मोर एल्काइलेटेड alkene. So in this case we have CH3. In this case we have 2-butene as more alkylated rather than this 1-butene. So this product is the major product. That is, the regioselectivity in the dehydration of alcohol is due to the greater stability of the main product. Next, or you can say regioselectivity in dehydration of alcohol is consistent with the formation of more stable alkene. So more stable is the alkene, more is the regioselectivity. The next is the rearrangement. The next is the rearrangement of carbocation and formation of unexpected product. Unexpected product during dehydration. Now हमारे पास लाइक एग्जाम्पल है CH3 CH2 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 OH. That is again it is primary butyl alcohol, or you can say normal butyl alcohol. So upon dehydration it will form 2 products, that is 1-butene CH3 CH double bond CH3 CH3 CH2 CH double bond CH2. It is 2-butene and it is 1-butene. Now in this case we have 2 products, but the expected product from this reactant is 1-butene, but actually the main product is this 2-butene is the main product as compared to this 1-butene. What is the reason for that? The reason for that is the formation of the intermediate, that is the carbocation. So upon dehydration it will convert into a carbocation CH2 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 this. So upon dehydration the intermediate carbocation in this, now there is a rearrangement of this carbocation. That means here we are studying about the hydride shifts. There are 2 type of shifts. One is the hydride shift and the second one is the alkyl shift. So in this case there is hydride shift to form the more stable carbocation, which result into the formation of the more stable alkene. Let us take the example of hydride shift. Example of hydride shift. सेम ही एग्जाम्पल हम ले लेते हैं, लाइक CH3 CH2 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 OH. So upon protonation in presence of an acid, the intermediate form is CH3, CH2, CH2 positive, and it can be written as H. In the second step, there is a 1,2 hydride shift. This proton will shift to this carbon atom to form this is the primary carbocation, and after this 1,2 hydride shift we get a secondary carbocation, which is more stable as compared to this primary, and it again by losing the proton change into a more stable alkene. This proton is removed to form this 2-butene as a main product. This is the main product. Similarly, if we have an example of alkyl shift, if we have an example 3,3-dimethyl 2-butanol, that is CH3, 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 CH, OH, I can write here OH and CH3. So it is 3,3-dimethyl 2-butanol. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 3,3-dimethyl 2-butanol. So on protonation, a loss of water molecule, the carbocation formed is the secondary CH3, 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 CH plus CH3, बिकॉज सबसे पहले आपके पास यहाँ प्रोटोनेशन होगी, सेकेंड स्टेप में यहाँ से वाटर मॉलिक्यूल रिलीज होएगा एंड इट फॉर्म दी सेकेंडरी कार्बोकेटायन. इन द सेकेंड स्टेप, इन द नेक्स्ट स्टेप देर इज 1,2 alkyl shift because it's a secondary carbocation. It will convert by the shift of this alkyl group to this carbon atom, and a tertiary carbocation is formed which is more stable. So it will be like this: CH3, CH3, CH, CH3, CH3. Now this is 2,3-dimethyl 2-butyl ion. Again, by the loss of a proton from this carbon atom, the resulting product is the main product, that is CH3 double bond C, CH3, CH3. So it is the main product, and the name of this reaction, this product is, it is 2,3-dimethyl 2-butane. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 2,3-dimethyl 2-butane. So this is the main product. Next is the third method is dehalogenation of vicinal dihalides. विसिनल डाइहलाइड्स की डीहाइड्रोजनेशन अगर हम करते हैं तो आपके पास क्या बनता है, एल्कीन बनता है. सपोज वी हैव अ जनरल विसिनल डाइहलाइड in presence of zinc in an alcoholic solution. Heating is done and we get an alkene plus zinc halide. Like we have an example, ethylene dibromide. Ethylene dibromide, HHBr CHHBr. It is ethylene dibromide. So on reaction of zinc in an alcoholic solution of zinc, we will get the alkene, that is ethylene, plus zinc bromide. Now there is a limitation of this method is that in this method the vicinal dihalides they can be prepared by the addition of halogen to alkenes. सो इस मेथड की लिमिटेशन क्या है कि आपके पास ये जो विसिनल डाइहेलाइड होता है वो कैसे बनता है, दैट इज प्रिपेयर बाय द रिएक्शन ऑफ एन एल्कीन विद द हेलोजन, एंड प्रैक्टिकली ये मेथड हम यूज नहीं कर सकते. नेक्स्ट इसका मैकेनिज्म डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस मैकेनिज्म, the alcoholic zinc will abstract this halide element, and this bond pair of electron will move to form a double bond, and there is the removal of halide ion from this atom. Next we get a transition state like this. A double bond formation and the removal of this halide ion having a partial negative charge, it will have a partial positive charge, and then we get the alkene plus zinc halide. The next method is the controlled reduction of alkynes. Controlled reaction of alkynes. Now the controlled reaction of alkynes, it may be brought about by three ways. Now the first one is, it is the reduction by hydrogen in presence of a special catalyst, that is Lindlar catalyst. What is Lindlar's catalyst? It is the palladium supported on calcium carbonate, and which is partially poisoned by lead acetate. This is known as Lindlar's catalyst. The second is the nickel boride. Nickel boride having formula Ni3B, and it is also known as by P2 catalyst. And the third one is the sodium or lithium in liquid ammonia. Now the one thing here is that upon catalytic reduction, the alkene formed is cis alkene. दूसरे मेथड से हमारे पास ट्रांस अल्कीन बनेगी, लेकिन अगर हम कैटालिटिक रिडक्शन करते हैं देन द मेजर प्रोडक्ट इज द सिस अल्कीन. फॉर एग्जांपल, if we are taking 3-hexane, CH3, CH2, C, triple bond C, CH2, CH3, it is 3-hexane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is the 3-hexane. So if we are using the catalytic reduction and the chemical reduction, upon catalytic reaction, that is hydrogen in presence of platinum supported on calcium carbonate and partially poisoned with acetate, or we can use the P2 nickel boride. The product formed is the cis alkene, that is CH3, CH2, C, double bond C, CH2, CH3, HN, that is the cis 3-hexene. And if we are using sodium in liquid ammonia, then the major product is the trans product CH3, CH2, C, CH2, CH3. This is the major product, trans 3-hexene. So this is about the catalytic reaction of alkynes. The next method is fifth method, that is pyrolysis of quaternary ammonium hydride. It is a naming reaction, that is Hofmann elimination. Now we are taking an example, like we have trimethyl N-propyl ammonium hydroxide. So it is a quaternary salt, that means the nitrogen will have positive charge. Trimethyl, firstly I will write the name. It is trimethyl N-propyl ammonium hydroxide. So N-propyl means that is here CH2, CH2, CH3. So this is N-propyl, trimethyl N-propyl ammonium hydroxide, that means this. So upon heated strongly, we will get propylene, that is CH3, CH double bond CH2, and amine, that is trimethylamine, CH3, CH3, CH3 plus water. Now the reactant used here, it can be prepared by the reaction of N-propylamine, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. It will react with excess of alkyl halide, that is methyl iodide, that it is known as exhaustive methylation. So firstly we will get the product CH3, CH2, CH2, N, CH3 thrice, N positive, iodide negative, and which upon further reaction with silver oxide will form this trimethyl N-propyl hydroxide. Now the mechanism of this reaction is Now this mechanism involves the removal of a proton from the beta carbon with respect to the nitrogen, like CH3 thrice, N positive, C, it is N butyl, H, CH2. So this is the alpha carbon atom, this is the beta carbon atom with respect to the nitrogen. So it will involve the removal of the beta hydrogen from the beta carbon atom by the hydroxide ion. This bond pair will move here to form the carbon double bond, and in the next step there is a breakage of this bond like this. So we get an alkene CH double bond CH3 plus the amine plus water upon heating. So this is the mechanism of this reaction. Now the mechanism of this reaction is similar to the dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide, in which there is a removal of the atoms from the transposition, but the difference is that in the dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide, the major product is the more substituted product, but in this case the least substituted product is formed. Least substituted alkene is formed. एज सच रीजन नहीं पता है, बट ये सपोज किया गया है कि दैट ये जो हाइड्रोक्साइल आयन होता है इट विल अब्स्ट्रैक्ट द हाइड्रोजन फ्रॉम द ट्रांसपोजिशन. That means the less hindered carbon atom, less hindered side. Okay. Next topic is so this is all about the method of preparations of alkenes. Next is the physical properties. Next method is the physical properties. The first is the physical state. Now the first three members are gaseous. The next 14 members are liquids, and the higher members are solids. Now except ethylene have a faint sweet odor. All the alkenes are odorless. All alkenes are colorless and odorless. Exception is ethylene. It is exception. The second is the physical constants. That means the melting point and the boiling point. Now the boiling point of alkene, it will increase with increase in number of carbon atoms. If we study the isomeric alkenes, in case of isomeric alkenes, there is a decrease in boiling point. The reason is upon isomerism, if there are isomeric alkenes, like we have tertiary alkene and secondary alkene, the branching will be there, and with branching the surface area decreases. That means the boiling point decreases. In case of normal alkenes, there is a large surface area, that means large melting point. And the melting point and the specific gravity of alkene, they also show a regular gradation. That means melting point of alkene and the specific gravity of alkene, they show a regular gradation. So the maximum specific gravity for alkene, of alkene is 0.08. That means alkene is lighter than water. The next property is the solubility. Now, being organic, alkenes are insoluble in water, but they are soluble in organic solvent like benzene, ether, and carbon tetrachloride. The next physical property is fourth one is the polarity. Now the trans isomer is a symmetrical isomer. Trans isomer, which is the symmetrical isomer. The trans isomer of alkene is non-polar, while the unsymmetrical alkene, that is the cis alkene, is somewhat polar. It is somewhat polar in nature and have small dipole moment. Like we have an example, double bond CH. So it is non-polar. Again, if we have methyl group, H double bond CH CH3. This is symmetrical. That is why it is non-polar in nature. But if we have an example like this, H CH3 H, this is the unsymmetrical unsymmetrical, so it is slightly polar. Or we have an example in which both the methyl group are situated at the same site. This is the cis alkane. Next is the chemical properties. Also, being unsymmetrical, जो cis isomer होता है, जो cis alkene होती है, that is not closely packed in solid state, therefore it have lower melting point than the trans isomer. Next property is the chemical properties. Chemical properties means we know that in case of alkene there is a strong sigma bond and a weak pi bond. So the typical reaction of alkenes are addition reaction. They show addition reaction because they involve the addition of the two reacting molecule to form the single product. If we an example like to this alkene, we will add an attacking reagent like an XY, the product will be containing X and Y in this form. So this is the addition product, and with the breakage of a 1 pi bond, 2 sigma bonds are formed. Also with that, with the addition reaction, the alkenes also show the some free radical addition reaction, and even some substitution and cleavage reaction also. But the important reaction are the addition reactions. So thank you so much. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम ये केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे.